Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Alyssa. In case you are new here, welcome and thank you so much for clicking on my video today. So today, I know I'm back pretty soon with another video. I just got this in the mail and I really wanted to do this video for you guys. Makeup Revolution came out with their version of neon palettes. They are right here. I got 3 of them. I think they came out with 4 actually. I didn't get the 4th one because I wanted to do a comparison video. So these, when I first saw them, I thought they looked awfully familiar, and they do. They reminded me of the Huda Beauty neon palettes that came out, I want to say last year. I'm not positive, but I knew that they were just kind of trying to dupe them in a way. Makeup Revolution is kind of known for like being a copycat brand, quote unquote, so I wasn't that surprised when I saw these. It's kind of a good time to release it with summer, so I wanted to see how they compared to the Huda Beauty ones. So I ordered all 3 like I said, and I did eye looks, both of them using using corresponding palettes to each eye. So the first one that I will tell you guys about is the neon green palettes. So this is Makeup Revolution's, just like that, and then we've got Huda's right here, just like that. So we'll do them side by side. Bam, that's what we're working with. Do you guys see some similarities? I definitely see some similarities. And when I first saw the Huda Beauty one, obviously that one came out first, I was kind of underwhelmed by it just because it has not a lot of greens in it. It's only got like 2 greens right here and then like a yellowish, goldish right here. I guess kind of like a green tone a little bit, but the rest of it is not green obviously, so it's a little bit underwhelming to begin with. The Makeup Revolution one here, as you can see, it's only got 3, where am I at? 3 green shades. 1, 2, 3. Wait, this way. 1, 2, 3. And so they're very much, they've got like a purpley, they've got a little bit of pink. I mean, they both definitely have like similar vibes to them. I will say that these 2 are probably the least similar to each other in my opinion, but I don't know. I don't think that it's an exact dupe. I don't know. What do you guys think? But for all 3 of these different looks, I just did 4 different shades from each palette and just did them all over the eye. So I'll tell you guys what I did for the green one. Sorry, I had to stop in the middle of filming because my camera had died. Obviously, I've been using it all day. So if you hear panting in the background, that's my dog because I had to take him for a walk while my battery charged. So I'm sorry about that. Anyways, back to green. For the green palette, the first shade that I did was the transition shade, which was the first shade in the Huda Beauty palette and the 7th shade in the Makeup Revolution palette. Next, I decided to do the lower lash line, and I did from the Huda Beauty palette the 3rd shade, and from the Makeup Revolution palette I did the 5th shade. Next, I did the outer corner, which was the 6th shade from the Huda Beauty palette and the 2nd shade from the Makeup Revolution palette. And then finally, I did the inner corner, which consisted of the 2nd shade in the Huda Beauty palette and the 4th shade in the Makeup Revolution palette. Overall, these 2 palettes, I would say, they're not very similar in shades. Those are just like the 4 that I could find. Honestly, for all 3 of these palettes, I could only find about 4 shades that were like even close to being dupes. So those are just the 4 that I came up with, and the rest of the shades, not really close. As far as quality, I definitely think that the Huda Beauty palette has a lot better quality, packaging wise and formula wise. You know, packaging wise, obviously the Huda Beauty has a mirror and the Makeup Revolution does not. It just feels a little bit heavier. The Makeup Revolution, or the Huda one, and the Makeup Revolution one is a little bit lighter. All right, moving on. Let's go with the orange. So we've got the Makeup Revolution and the Huda. I'll open these guys up and show you what they look like. So the top one is Makeup Revolution, and then the bottom one is the Huda Beauty. So you can tell right off the bat that there's not a whole lot similar about these two. I mean, you've got a couple shades, again, just like the green one, you just got a couple shades that are similar to one another, and I'll tell you guys my eye look that I got out of these. So again, I just went with 4 shades just to make it simple, and that's pretty much the only ones that I could find dupes for anyways. So for the transition shade, the Huda Beauty one, I started out with shade number 5 from the Huda Beauty palette. And then actually the Makeup Revolution one was also shade number 5. So those ones were the 2 that I could find that were, you know, similar in color. For the outer corner, I did the 3rd shade from the Huda Beauty palette, and from the Makeup Revolution palette, I did the 4th shade. For the inner corner, I did from the Huda Beauty palette, I did a combination of the 2nd and the 9th shade from the Huda Beauty palette, and from the Makeup Revolution, I did the 7th shade. So those 2, again, were not complete dupes, but it was the closest that I could find. And then finally for the lower lash line from the Huda Beauty palette, I did the 7th shade, and then from the Makeup Revolution, I did the 6th shade. Again, not a whole lot of similarities going on here, but I found just a few that were, I don't know, could kind of count as passable. So this one, again, same consistency wise. Huda Beauty obviously knocks Makeup Revolution out of the park, but overall, this one is not bad. And then lastly, this is the one that I'm wearing on my eyes right now. I did this one last. This is the pink neon palettes. Makeup Revolution on the top here, and then on the bottom we've got the Huda. So again, not a whole lot of similarities going on right there, but there are just a few. I did 4 from each palette that I found could be passed as dupes. So let's start with the transition shades. So from the Huda Beauty palette, I did shade number 7, and then from the Makeup Revolution, I did the 4th shade. For the outer corner, I did from the Huda palette the 4th shade, and then from Makeup Revolution, I did the 7th shade. For the inner corner from the Huda palette, I did the 2nd shade, and then from the Makeup Revolution, I did the 8th shade. Again, these are nowhere near similar. I mean, the freaking Makeup Revolution one is a white, and the Huda one is like a pink. And then for the lower lash line, I did actually the 6th shade from both palettes. Like I said, not a whole lot of dupes going on here, but you can definitely see that they both utilized purple and pink in both. So I would say that this palette is probably the most, these 2 palettes are probably the most similar to out of all 6 palettes. You're not going to really find exact dupes, but if you're just wanting a few different shades to dupe, then I would say go for the Makeup Revolution palettes, because those ones are obviously way cheaper in price. So if you're really wanting to do the neon trend for summer, I definitely recommend these palettes. Do I like them more than the Huda ones? No. But do I like the price more? Yeah. I hope that this video helped you guys. If any of you were curious out there on whether or not the Makeup Revolution one was similar or a dupe of the Huda Beauty ones, I would say it's kind of in between for me because they're not exactly the same. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. I love finding cheaper alternatives. I am all about a good bargain. That's kind of who I am. That's kind of who I was raised to be. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on my video. I would love it if you checked out some of my other makeup videos. I will link just a couple in the description box of the newer releases that have somewhat recently been launched, in case you guys want to see more of my face if you're new here. Yeah, but I think that is all, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!